1862, good luck. We get black for this one. So our opponent, nearly 6,000 games rapid. That's an experienced rapid player. Let's challenge d5. We're just far, not far off 1300 now. I'm trying a slightly different layout for this one. I've got the cameras a little bit higher up, just more centralized. So just trying it as an experiment for a game. What do I want to do? Bishop up looks nice, doesn't it? We'll do that, and we'll probably do this, and try and get castled or something. I'm not playing copycat with my opponent, though. I'm just trying to get logical development. You probably play here, we can trade, and then we can play this, and he'll play knight in or something to that effect, or here, and knight in straight away anyway. So do I want to go here, or do I want to go here? This is a good principal move, so we'll go here. Probably play knight in, that's what you normally get. So I will just get castled and get that done. Bishop probably come back. Oh, that allows me to play knight in here as well to challenge this, though. He might get ready to really fly down the board or something. So here, down, back, down. Do I want to allow that? In, down, I could take here first. If he takes, I'm alright. A little bit dicey. This is the other way to go, or here. No, I'm going to play knight forward. A little bit risky. It depends how aggressive white wants to be, and if you want to go queen side. Now, you could go really bold with a move like g4, but we've got the option to maybe take the knight first, then drop back. And if you take here, we take this one. You're still fine, you're still covered, it'll just blast everything open. Or you can go for a nice development move like bishop up, although if we take, the queen takes, you still protect your bishop. Or you can play bishop here, just preparing to castle. It might take a bit of shifting this knight. We might end up actually taking it and then playing a move like f6 to get rid of the bishop. Again, depends how white chooses to play, how aggressive they want to be. Okay. I think I'm just going to take that knight there. I'm just wondering if my opponent's going to really fly down the board. But if you go here now, I can go here. And if you go here, I've still got the option to take. I think anyway. Yeah, I think I have. So I like knight up. I like the idea of pawn up as well. So let's be bold and play c5. So here I can drop back or go forward. Or I can just simply take the knight first. Wait, what's he doing there? So he's definitely trying to fly down the board now. That's what his idea is. Okay. In that case, I'm going to take the knight and see if he moves his bishop again. He does. So I'm going to develop my knight with a tempo attacking a bishop, and he goes back. So now I'm going to take a pawn. He's gone that side. So what if I go here? If he plays pawn takes, I've got rook across. Or here pawn takes, I can maybe just actually push on and get really aggressive. He wants to play forward, but I think I'm alright. So I'm going to be really bold and aggressive this game. Not my style, this. You won't see me playing like this in most of my games. So he has indeed taken. So my idea was to simply push up here. I could go for a development move though, attack the pawn and see if you protect it. That looks nice as well. And we've always got f6 to potentially play if you play a really bold move. He's just played bishop up, allowing us to take back. In that case, I think we should take back, so we will. Okay, so now he's probably just going to castle, so I might have given myself a bit of a weakness here. So what do I do? What do I do? Bishop back looks nice at some point. Queen here kind of walks into potential problems. So queen here might be a move to protect my rook, allow the rook to still retreat. But here, it gives you a chance to come here, and if we retreat, we lose this. But if we go here, it's awkward to retreat, but I think I might need bishop e6. I don't think going here is good. I don't see how else I'm going to protect this pawn. Do I just sack it then? Here, takes, rook across, rook across. It doesn't quite work if I was just here. I'm going to go here with an idea to play rook across. Oh, he's gone for the bishop trade. Again, I did not expect that. I'll just trade then. I'm going to try and chuck this pawn, I think. So if I push up now and here and I go behind, you can guard it with a rook, we can come across, you can play rook over, and we can push a pawn and threaten to capture, but I might as well just develop the rook first immediately. I could have gone here, I suppose, to double them up, but I'm trying to push here. Actually, I could have done that, couldn't I? So what if I go here? So here takes rook across, 3 attack, 2 defend. You've got rook over though, threatening a back rank. Then I can give myself a square. I'll just give myself a square now. So now I am threatening to push this. Rook over, trade, trade. So if you play rook now, takes, pawn up. You could just simply come back, so pawn up wouldn't be a move. That's when we might bail out with a move like queen across and protect the rook. Going to be difficult, this. Difficult. Yeah, so he's preparing this concept so he can come behind. Okay. If he pushes here, I can't push on, so I might have to do this and go defensive. Or I bail out and I go the attacking way. Here now, here. Rook here. That's the only way you can defend it. And then we can start maybe getting a bit jumpy, like queen up. I'm going to do it. I think it's not a pawn I'm going to keep, so I'm going to chuck it now. And I'm going to come behind. Triple stack, see if he triple defends. He does. So now we're going to try and get active. So I'm going to go here first to hit the pawn, see if he pushes up. Then maybe just shuffle the queen or something and then drop back. And then eventually try and push the pawns up the board. I expect a move like a pawn here. And then I'm aiming to do this and this. Or I could even come back to where I was, or all the way back. As long as I can keep pressure on this pawn, keep it triple attacked, you've got to keep it triple defended in theory. Unless you find a nice creative way to sack. But advantage to white so far, a pawn up. And that could decide the game, of course. B3 is the obvious move because you protect A2 and you attack the queen at the same time. So that's what I'd expect, but might have something more creative in mind. A3 could be a move. Or you could try and move the queen and just get really adventurous, not worry about the pawns. Oh, and that wasn't a move I had on the radar. So takes. You gain this. Okay, can we be creative in reply here? So if we take and you take our queen, we take back with the rooks. That's not a move, but I wanted to go here. Opponent spotted that. It's a good move, isn't it? But take, we can double them up. I don't like that though. That feels dangerous to me. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to try and do something with these. Feels dangerous, doesn't it? And I'm a minute down on the clock as well. I've got to stabilize my own pawns. No idea how we're going to break through here. The further up the board these pawns go, the more space you get, but the harder they become to protect. So, pros and cons. I could just play a move like one pawn up, like my opponent can do as well. Queen trade there looks nice cosmetically, but across rook here to protect. There may be rook here and here, but it's then difficult and my king could get stuck. And you don't have a lot of thinking time, even though it's 10-minute rapid, you don't have much time to think. Okay, the queen has come forward, tempting us to advance. We might need to do that then. I don't have much time, like I say, so I'm going to advance the pawn and the other one as well and just get them up the board. It's on 5 minutes already gone now for both of us. Our time is vanishing. It's amazing even in a 10-minute game where you suddenly look at the clock and you realize the time is just largely gone. So if I go here now, he can take this pawn. I'm not in a position to collect here, but what about queen here then? If we trade on our terms, then we're threatening to push on. Now that could be good. Takes. And we're threatening to simply play a pawn up. And you can't take us. So that could be good actually. So here, he won't be able to take, will he? Or mind you, then again, if we won't want to take him because of this, so That doesn't quite work then. I'd like to do this and this. I don't quite see how. Let's do this anyway then, because I'm pretty certain he won't trade, but equally we're not going to take him. He'll just give him a nice pawn clump. Oh, and he has, but now we're threatening to push the pawn on. And he can't take because we just win his rook, so we'll be able to plant our pawn here. It's back to equal pawns, and he's got a 2-on-1 on this side. Could still settle the game, of course it could. But it's something we have to do. We have to try and get this pawn. We could even go with a rook. So take, take, rook takes, pawn takes. King over, king over, king up, king up, king up, king up. And we lose our pawn, so we have to take with the pawn. Then we're going to have to fly these down the board now and try and bring our king forward. But can I go here and sack? I don't think I can. Let's go forward and try and bring our king up behind our pawns. Not a massive amount we can do. If he steps across at some point though, we can throw a check in and get one of the rooks freed up. Okay, that gives me a chance to break all this open and advance my king potentially. Still miles down on the clock here, so I've just got to hope I can outplay my opponent. Very difficult. You know, it's good rating, 1862. Knows how to play the game. Now, does he advance here? But it would allow us pawn up and then king up, so he does take. Okay. So can I take a gamble here? Takes, takes, rook takes, check, and collect. That looks playable, doesn't it? I don't mean it is, but it looks playable. But I like the idea of a simple king up first to stop this white king advancing. Now rook, oh mind you, rook across might have been a move. I guess I can go this way now. Yeah, I think I can go here. Or maybe this is the better rook to go to. The one that's in the center. I can release this rook up, threatening a check. He's gone for a check. Okay, but I'm threatening a check here to collect. I'd be happy to swap this pawn. Okay, so if I take, take, and check, we're going to collect here. Oh, but then has he got rook here at the end? He has. I'll throw a check in first. He can't block. So he'll have to step forward. It's how much of a gamble we want to take. But take, take, collect. He's got rook here. And then I guess we have to come back. Oh, but I can check here now. I don't have to trade then. And he'll have to go here, and I can double the rooks up. Has he got into a mating net somehow? We're threatening check and mate. He might have to push a pawn, but surely we can just check and collect the pawn. I think he might have to push his pawn here, but is there an actual mate threat? We're hitting this pawn as well. But if I take here, he can then start checking me, you see, and then collect this worst case, or get us driven into a mating net. But down I've got check. Here is checkmate, so he has to go here. Check. He can go here, and we can check back. Has he found a way out of the checkmate? He has. He can go here and here. But check here, check here. I can then take. Everything takes, and I've won a pawn. But I think I can grab this one first then, and say he comes here. I can check king here, the other check here. I can still take here. Oh, then I lose my rook. Ooh, so I might have to do this now instead of grabbing this one. I'd love to take that now, but rook here looks problematic, right? So check has to go here. Check has to go here. Take, take, take. And he can just push his pawn on, but we've got this, so haven't we? That feels like the safer route to go for me. Because we've got an advanced pawn here. We've got this, which right now is quicker than these, but pawn up and that's protected. Oh, he didn't do it. He's given us a pawn. That's got to be a mistake. He could have pushed his pawn and kept it, and now we've got this passer potentially. If we can trade these off, we're better. It's whether we can. So can I play rook here now? He can't take, and he can't play king here because of our pawn. So that's a safe square. And if he pushes, we take his rook. But if he pushes now, we're happy to trade anyway. We can go here and attack his rook with a tempo and just push, right? Might as well get a tempo attacking the rook, but I think rook here is a move, depending on what he does. He's gone there, but I guess I just push my pawn in, why not? Let's get out of pawn motoring. Maybe I blundered allowing him this there, so I might need to be here. I'm threatening to now win a pawn, and he can't go to attack us or win our pawn. When I'm down to minute 40. He's gone there, so if I push he can now go here, that's no good. So push the pawn. Just pray I'm not blundering by having put my rook on the wrong square. Now if I go here, does it matter? But if he moves his king away from this pawn, I just take his pawn, right? So I should be able to do this and this at some point, but I'm down to 1.5 to 3 minutes. I've got to build a ladder, build a bridge. I've got to build a bridge, a very quick bridge, and I don't quite see how to do it. I'm going to go here, preparing back and across something like this, but I need the rook more like here or here with the king in, behind it. He's gone there, but I'm not worried about that. I could maybe go here now. Oh yeah, and he can't protect it, can he? Well, he can go here and I can just check if I need to. Then I can play a move like this and push, I think. If we swap these, I can keep his king cut and I'm better. Definitely better. So if I go here, if he takes here, I still take here, right? So I'm here to go here. To go here. Again, if he takes, I'm going to collect here. So he's gone there. So we push. So we're now threatening to come here, and if he checks, we just block and we can queen. So that's a threat, and if he goes here, we can queen. He's taken the gamble. So now we can just keep his king cut on the side of the board. Oh, I needed my rook on this file though, didn't I? Ah, I should be in time though. Keep his king cut. I only need one move. So I should be winning here. 1, 2, 3, something like this. But I've only got 50 seconds to convert. Yeah, he's given up, he's resigned. He could have played on, he might have been able to flag us there. I think it's technically winning, but he might have been able to flag us. But let's just see in engine language. Right, really good game on it. So 60 moves, so they're the move times for both players. We sacked a pawn early on, London opening, as you can see, our London system. We gambled and sacked a pawn. Then we've got him a blunder. It looks like a single move blunder from level to just better and winning, and we've played really well. It's just completely flatline level right up to that blunder on move 45. 96, 89 the accuracy, and again just a couple of moves that are not perfect moves. So right to move 45, 46 we need to whiz through to, otherwise just really good from both of us. But I was miles down on the clock again. This was all good. So instead of bishop back there, he should have just played d takes c5. That's what the engine preferred. So then we took, so he moved his bishop another few times, giving us development moves. So this was all good. Yeah, I should have just played queen to e7 instead of sacking my pawn. It's my only inaccuracy in the game. So I should have shuffled the queen. g3, then the rook up, queen f3. See, I didn't see this, of course. Yeah, it looks quite different, doesn't it? But this pawn is very vulnerable. If you imagine the queen being behind the rooks, it would be a serious problem. That's what we should have. My only inaccuracy of the game then was sacking that pawn. And I just played it really well, got the judgments right on it. Now we managed to get that pawn back, so it's now 5 pawns each, and it's completely level, you can see, until this one blunder coming up. It's a really good play from both of us, and we can see the move there, king to c4. And that's it. Rook back and just not worry about this pawn, and it's still completely level with correct player. We can take here and have a 2-on-1, but presumably we're going to lose this one at some point. And that's suddenly a losing blunder. So we're able to grab that pawn. We're then safe here, as we do coming up, to put the rook here because the king can't come and attack the rook. But it does then kind of mean our rook's not in the game quite so much. Then we're getting our pawn as far down the board as we can. And in the end, opponent grabs the pawn. Now, ideally, I would like king here, rook here to block the check and promote, but he attacks us straight away, so we just dropped right down the board. And it's just whether our opponent wants to play on and try and flag us, so it's technically winning without, with good play, but I'm under a minute there. But very good game though, so well played.